Video Productions proudly presents the final game of the 2023 New River Community and Technical College Invitational Tournament. Tonight, the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles will host the Huntington Highlanders in a 4A boys matchup. The Beckley team is 3-3. Huntington was undefeated till last night. They are ranked 4th in the state. They are now 6-1. This is Bill O'Brien and normally Bob Boland, outstanding coach and analyst. Normally he's with me, but he's been in Huntington doing the Marshall game. So we've got a substitute, somebody that I'm still trying to learn. Let's see, how many years was it, Maris Lowry, that you and I worked together on the radio?
Bill, we worked from 1990 to 2012, 22 years. You are the 43 years of Beckley broadcasting football and basketball, number one in school history. I'm second with 31. You and I have 74 years of Beckley football and basketball, Beckley sports together between you and I.
You're making me sound pretty old there, partner.
But with that said, as we call Beckley and Huntington here tonight, we obviously will be right down the middle and call the game fairly because the people can see it on the video.
No doubt about it, although I must tell you, after all those years in doing Flying Eagle sports, I may lean a little bit toward the Beckley side of things.
Well, folks, I'll have to bring him back toward the center a little bit. How about that? But, Bill, it's a pleasure and glad that we had this opportunity to be able to work together again.
It's going to be fun, Putnam. First, let's tell everybody about all of the other games because there have been games all over the place. This is the 5th annual New River Community and Technical College Invitational. They had 22 teams, 20 games. This is the 20th game, and they had a whole bunch today. So, Maris, tell us how it went.
Well, Bill, I've been here all day. In fact, I've called every game, and I'll call every game today, play-by-play on all the others in color tonight. So we started at 11:45 this morning, and it was a great game all the way down to the final shot. And a girls' game, Spring Valley beat University 60-58. The ball went through the basket with about 4 seconds to go, and a great win for Spring Valley. Then the second game, as here's the shot, Bill, as we watch it there on the screen, that was the game winner in the first game this morning for Spring Valley. We watch it again, right down the center of the lane, and that went through with about 4.8, and Spring Valley defeated University 60-58. The second game, the Lady Flying Eagles of Beckley played Wheeling Park, and Wheeling Park flexed their muscles, beating Beckley 73-53. Here's some highlights of that game from earlier today. Wheeling Park Wood stepping out, drilling a three, and Wheeling Park very good. Then we went into the boys division, and here's the game, Bill, and I think you would agree with me. When Oak Hill and Wyoming East played, if I would have told you the winner wouldn't even have 45 points, you would have thought, no way. Oak Hill wins the game 42-36. Over Wyoming East. Here's some highlights from that. Malachi Lewis right there on a nice drive and a nice finish with the left hand. Then we had Princeton and Capital and had a little bit of delay. Both teams came out in the same uniforms, wearing white uniforms. Luckily that Princeton did bring their traveling black uniforms. Highlights of that. And you can see the one young man from Princeton wearing the white shorts with the black uniform top. But Princeton won that game easy, 93-45. And then the game just completed. James Monroe, they defeated Webster County. James Monroe bounces back off their loss last night from Shady, and we're going to show you that right there as one of the monitors got knocked out in the Princeton game. And James Monroe beat Webster County 71-59. So we bring the curtain down on this great event with this game tonight, and there's highlights of the James Monroe game with their win tonight.
I talked to the James Monroe coach just a few minutes before coming on the air. He said, our kids were just leg tired, but they toughed it out and they won the ball game. And I tell you what, James Monroe is going to go a long way this season. Well, we need to take a break. We're going to start just a couple of minutes late on this finale. Huntington had trouble with their bus. They got a new bus. They got here about 10-15 minutes later than they wanted to. So we'll be starting this one in about 5 minutes. First, let's take a commercial break on Video Productions.
What is advocacy? It's defined as speaking in favor of, arguing for a cause, or pleading on the behalf of others. At New Taylor and Associates, we provide excellence in advocacy. We are in the business of protecting our clients from injustice, helping them get the full compensation they deserve. We're here on your behalf. Without you, our clients, we would not have a purpose. We are excellent advocates. Call New Taylor and Associates for excellence in advocacy.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
And we're ready to go. Both teams getting their introductions for Huntington, the Highlanders, in the traveling dark green uniforms with gold numerals. They'll start Dwayne Harris, a 5'11 junior, Mikey Johnson, a 6'3 junior, Jalen Motley, a 6' senior, Gavin Lockow, he was the quarterback on the football team. Lockow is a 6'2 senior, and Jamari Tubbs is a 6' sophomore. For the Beckley Flying Eagles under Ron Kidd, and we were looking to see if he actually would make an appearance tonight. He had Achilles surgery yesterday, but he told everybody he was going to show. Kobe Dillon, 5'9 freshman for Woodrow. Elijah Redfern, a 6'3 junior, averaging better than 18 per game, leading the Beckley team in scoring. Zion Hawthorne, a 6' freshman. His brother Braden Hawthorne, 6'7 and a sophomore. And the center is Jalen Walton, a 6'4 sophomore. Well, Maris, you've seen all of these teams. You've seen all of these games. Your thoughts before the tip-off?
Well, you know, Huntington had a big lead in their loss to Greenbrier East last night, and that was their first loss of the season. By the way, Beckley will make a change. It will not be Zion Hawthorne starting in the starting lineup, and he started the other night, too, for Beckley. Is going to be
Kellen Hefferman.
Yes, Hefferman will get the start. And, you know, Bill, I don't ever recall Beckley starting the season with 7 straight home games, but that's the case here tonight.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. From the corner, Hefferman hits it, and that's why he's in there. He had not played very much until the last game when Beckley ran away from Pikeview 66-38.
And, Bill, what's amazing about that shot by Hefferman, that's exactly what he did when he got the start against Pikeview the other night. He just took the first shot and nailed a 3-ball from the corner.
Mikey Johnson wearing number 2 over to 0. That's Harris. Back to Johnson. Johnson can really score. In fact, they've got 3 scores amongst the Huntington team. Beckley winds up with a basketball, ahead 3-0. Thought we'd have a little bit bigger crowd, but in talking to the tournament director here, you know, Mike Green, who's done a great job, he's been pleased with the attendance all week.
Yeah, I've been here every day this week except for one, and has been a big crowd. Not with you, Bill. I thought we'd have a little bit bigger crowd. Just the names, Beckley and Huntington, kind of draws them in.
Exactly. Here's Harris. Passed up the shot. Johnson will try, and that's off the back iron. Hefferman's got it. Kellen Hefferman, a 6' sophomore for Woodrow. From the corner, Dillon. Not quite. Hefferman keeps it. Hawthorne now will get it around to the point guard, Redfern. In close, Walton. They collapse on him. And a bad pass. So will come the other way. Huntington gliding down the floor. With it is Tubbs. Short shot way off the mark. And Huntington keeps the ball. The Highlanders. That's the old consolidation. Pony Express and Huntington East.
They're going to get Redfern for the foul. As we watch the replay, good hard drive right there on the dribble, right there, and Redfern reaching in will draw the foul. Huntington will inbound on the baseline.
No, that's not the voice of Coach Bob Boland. That's Maris Lowry. Bob, who did the Marshall game in Huntington, not here with us tonight. From 3. Off the iron, no good that time by Motley. And Woodrow's on the attack. Hawthorne. Dillon back to Hawthorne. And Redfern. He's dangerous wherever he's got the ball. Hawthorne. Back of the foul line. Good! Oh! 2-pointer for Braden Hawthorne, and Beckley has a 5-zip advantage.
Yeah, they really got to get Hawthorne, Braden Hawthorne, that is, really going, averaging 7 a game. They're expecting 12, 13 a game out of him.
That's Tubbs with it. Back in the middle. 0 is Dwayne Harris, junior point guard. Leads the team in scoring, almost 19 a game. From deep in the corner, count it. Rattled it in that time. Motley scoring the first Highlander points. Woodrow down up by 2 and with the basketball. Hawthorne in the weave. Dillon, who's dangerous from outside. In fact, most of his shots come from three-point range. Redfern going to be called for the travel.
And you know, Bill, you're exactly right. You were talking about Kobe Dillon. He's only made 1 2-point field goal through the first 6 games.
Pretty amazing. Woodrow 3-3. And seem to be getting their legs under them in this season. After a year last year, they wanted to forget. 3-point shot on the way, and that's no good by Motley. Woodrow coming through a double team. There's the steal. There's the lay-in. Ouch. So Johnson scores, and we're tied at 5.
Each team with a game of runs. Beckley got off to a 5-0 lead. Huntington now 5 in a row to tie it.
Flying Eagles have 4 mistakes. Hawthorne. Well, they're on him very closely defensively. I asked Stevie Kidd, I said, who's in charge of the team tonight? He said, by committee if Coach Ron Kidd isn't here. Said, we want to pack it in against Huntington. 3 ball by Hawthorne off the mark, and here we come the other way with Johnson. On the wing to Harris. Into the ball game now, that's Lockow, wearing number 10, and now you've got Harris directing traffic. Tie game, we're about midway through the first period. Late start tonight. Oh, nice little runner that time by Motley. He's got 5. Huntington has scored 7 straight.
Yeah, you can't give up the baseline. Little floater, like you said, Bill. Nice soft touch by Motley.
Hawthorne out to Dillon. In the weave. Dillon picks up the loose ball. And he is going to set things up for the moment. Normally, he's not the point guard. Dillon sees room, dishes it off, and a whistle stops the action. There's a Huntington foul.
Yeah, going to have a foul on the pass. Beckley will keep possession of the ball, of course, and inbound under their own basket as we watch the replay there on the drive. Yep.
Lockow's first foul. Kellerman dishes it off. In close, watch Walton. Puts it up a little bit off balance and will come the other way. Mikey Johnson is fouled.
Yeah, I think it will get Kobe Dillon as Johnson went down the lane. As we watch the replay here, right there, Dillon on the foul.
I talked to Huntington coach Ty Holmes. In his 5th season, he's done a great job with this basketball program. He played for Coach Bob Boland at Mountain State. Harris.
I would say this, Bill, talking about Lockow for Huntington, he was the quarterback on the team, and I'll get in this point in a minute as he had the ball now. But in all the games of football, in my opinion, he was the best quarterback I saw this year, was Lockow for Huntington.
Harris. Motley. And Beckley's got the rebound. Hawthorne gets it out. The point guard, Redfern, gets around his defender through a double team, and a little bit too strong off the glass. Followed up and in by Walton. Boy, Beckley's going to be successful, Maris. He's going to have to clean those boards.
You're right. Walton's been very good around the basket. Good job on the putback by Walton.
Long bomb by Harris. Count it. And all of a sudden, the Highlanders have a 3-point advantage.
Got a football score here at 10-7.
Yeah, really. I expect a lot of scoring tonight. Walton. Redfern. Oh, thought he had somebody underneath and Walton wasn't there. Will come the other way. Tubbs gets back in the middle for a long three, rims it, and Hawthorne's got the rebound for Woodrow. Redfern wanted to shoot the long ball, but he sees Dillon, who will miss off the back iron. Eagles keep the ball. That's Hefferman. Hawthorne. Dillon. Yeah, they shut him off. Redfern, he's got all kinds of moves in his repertoire, including that one.
What a move off the dribble. He's one of the hardest players for anyone to defend off the dribble like that.
First basket of the night for Elijah Redfern. And Beckley pulls within a point. Harris directing traffic. On the wing, here's Tubbs. Knocked away on the floor, and Huntington keeps it. Harris from downtown. Count it. His second long ball. 4-point lead, Huntington. Hawthorne sees room. Turnaround shot, rolls in. Nice shot, Braden Hawthorne. His second basket for Woodrow.
It was a nice shot. Nice touch.
Yeah. From back of the foul line, count that one. That's Mikey Johnson. He not only is their second leading scorer, but he's also the leading rebounder.
Yeah, Bill Huntington's heating up. Nice post move by Walton.
He was a little bit too far under the backboard, under the basket, and missed the shot, but he'll keep that in his memory bank.
Let's see. It looks like Huntington might be holding it for the final shot of the quarter.
Dwayne Harris. He's hit 2 long balls tonight and has done a nice job in directing the Highlander team. 6-1 on the year. Ranked number 4 in Quad A. Well, he sees room. Oh, what a scoop. Oh, what a shot. Harris scores, and that's the end of the first quarter. Huntington 17, Beckley 11. Let's pause for a minute on Video Productions.
What is advocacy? It's defined as speaking in favor of, arguing for a cause, or pleading on the behalf of others. At New Taylor and Associates, we provide excellence in advocacy. We are in the business of protecting our clients from injustice, helping them get the full compensation they deserve. We're here on your behalf. Without you, our clients, we would not have a purpose. We are excellent advocates. Call New Taylor and Associates for excellence in advocacy.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
Our producer-director is Brian Shepard. He has been here for 17 of the 20 games, and we're really glad to have him. From West Virginia State University, he knows his stuff. So on these replays, you will see stop action, slow-mo. It's fun. Ready to go. Huntington leading 17-11, and they will inbound the ball.
There's that last bucket right before the end of the first quarter.
That's the voice of Maris Lowry, working with yours truly, Bill O'Brien, just like we used to do until about 11 years ago when I retired for the first time.
Well, that's like me, Bill. You know, I retired from radio 2 years ago, but you never really retire. This is what helps keeps us young, and we enjoy it, and glad that you and I are able to call this game together once again.
Amen to that. All right, here we go. Is Harris with it? Bottom of your screen now, back in the middle and around the horn. Good crisp passing by the Huntington Highlanders. Lockow off the back iron, and Hawthorne gets the rebound for the running Flying Eagles. Nice move that time by Redfern. Now Beckley needs some offense. They scored the first 5 points of the game. Then Huntington got it going, but boy, that's a nice shot by Redfern. He's got 4.
Yeah, Bill, they got to get him going. Redfern averaging about 18.5 a game and pulls up with a nice jump shot on the baseline.
Avante Crawford had just come into the ballgame and shot that long ball from deep in the corner that missed. And so Woodrow is in control right now. This is Hawthorne. Zion just into the ballgame. His brother will shoot the long shot. Braden missing. Followed up and in good by Walton.
Walton doing work off the offensive boards.
Eagles claw within 2.
Nice putback.
Crawford passing around the horn now, and this is Harris with it. Harris is dangerous from anywhere. He'll try the layup. It's good, and he's fouled.
Well, you're right, Bill. As soon as you said he's dangerous from anywhere, as we watch the replay, as soon as you said that on cue, he takes off around the corner, gets right to the rim, gets the hoop in the arm, and will try to polish off a three-point play.
Harris, who is a 68% free thrower, averaging 18.7. He's already scored 10. 2 long balls and 2 short ones. Well, he missed that one. He hit 2 from outside the arc, but he misses on the free throw. 4-point lead, Highlanders. A leaner, and he traveled with it. Well, it looked good, but Zion Hawthorne took the extra lean, and that's the 5th mistake against Woodrow.
That's right. He didn't ask permission. Could he do that? And when you don't ask, you get penalized, right, Bill?
There you go, and the guys tooting the whistles, Isaiah Haney, Mark Akers, Jason Wilkinson. Those are the refs assigned for tonight's game. Here's a 30-footer. Count it. Wow, that's Motley scoring his second home run ball. 7-point lead. This is the longest Highlander advantage. Dillon moves in, sees room, layup, yes.
Nice play by Kobe Dillon. You got to respect his range. You run out at him, he's able to put it on the deck and get to the rim and lay it up and in.
5-point lead for the Cabell Countyans. Johnson passes it off. Harris sees room from 3. It's good.
And Bill, I could tell that was going in when it left his hand, just to the left of us. Great rotation to knock down the 3 ball.
We've got the best seats in the house right here at side court. Dillon. Eagles try the fast break. From 3-point land. Isaiah couldn't get it to go down, and here comes Harris. Dwayne Harris. He's dangerous. Almost had his pocket picked, and it did. Coming the other way with Redfern. 1 against 2. Redfern, bank shot, yes.
Great finish by Elijah Redfern. Beckley their best. Turnover, defense becomes offense, and they get in the open floor for the easy hoop.
6-point lead, Huntington. And with the ball, that's Johnson. Mikey gets it over to Lockow. And now Harris. Harris says, hey, I'll take a 3. In and out, tough luck miss. Walton skies high for the Beckley rebound. Flying Eagles with it. Oh, what a pass. Fadeaway shot. Hawthorne's got it. Whew. Very nice. And that long 7-point lead is now a 4-point game. So we'll take a 60-second timeout on Video Productions.
It's a third.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Our thanks to Loot Press, today's news, tomorrow's platform. Southern West Virginia's #1 online news source, serving West Virginia 24/7. That's Loot Press. All right, Maris, what do you say?
Well, Bill, it's been a great game, just like I thought it would be. Both teams have had their moments, and right now that last play was tremendous as you got Redfern in the open floor, a nice pass to Hawthorne with a nice touch. But Redfern gives you 18.5 a game as we watch that last play. Hawthorne is the one, Braden Hawthorne, they're looking to really pick up his scoring. He's averaging at 7 a game. They think he can be up, when I say they, meaning the coaching staff, that he can be up to 13, 14 a game and double his scoring. And I think for Beckley to get where they want to go, he's going to have to pick up his scoring.
I would agree with that. Here's Dwayne Harris. Harris so far with 3 threes, 2 twos, and there's the whistle stopping the action.
Turnover.
That's their second.
So, Beckley shooting 30% from threes, but what's also amazing, Elijah Redfern, he's made 25 of 27 free throws, 92% on the year.
And maybe you can see in our picture now, there's Ron Kidd in a wheelchair, but he is here just as he predicted. He had surgery yesterday on that Achilles, but he's back. In close, Walton puts it up, muscles it in, and draws the foul. What a play to Jalen Walton.
Watch the replay. What a great finish. Walton with his muscle got great low post position. One dribble, tacks the basket, and just able to muscle it in off the glass and try to polish off a three-point play.
Foul is on Crawford for Huntington, his first. Walton has been working hard on his foul shooting. His first chance tonight. 6'4" sophomore for the Flying Eagles. Yep, needs a little more work.
Yep, you're right on that, Bill.
Here's Harris. Walking the ball up the court. His team with a 2-point advantage. Huntington with wins against Parkersburg and Charleston Catholic. They won 2 games in the Mountain Classic in Kentucky. 2 games against Ohio teams.
Beckley going zone this trip.
Long shot, Crawford, and he rattles it in from 3. Wow. So off the bench, Avante Crawford, averaging 6 per game. He just got half of it. Redfern, low post, Walton. Dishes it out, Hawthorne. Fade away from inside the arc. That's an air ball, and will come the other way with Mikey Johnson. 1 against 2, and it'll be out of bounds to Woodrow.
If we can get the replay, Johnson, did you see him come like a gazelle down the floor? Really nothing there, and he just kind of lost the ball. He probably should have pulled that up. There was nothing there.
Brian Shepard manning the controls and just doing a masterful job. By the way, the Godfather, Butch Mounts, is here tonight. He's put in like a 20-hour day. He was down doing the Bluefield Shady game earlier.
Yes, well, Shady won that game 48-34. Huntington going zone now.
Long bomb, Dillon missing, rebound scrambled, and Huntington's got it. Motley with it. To the corner. Crawford back out. That's Harris. He decides to take the 3, and he's got it again. Harris with his 4th long ball.
This equals the largest lead of the game. Beckley not able to step out over the ball screen, and Harris able to drill the 3.
Dillon will try the long one. No. Rebound followed it up and in by Hawthorne. Zion Hawthorne, the freshman, gets his first bucket. Beckley down by 6. Motley passes in the middle. Harris, but there's been no answer for Harris. He's hit 4 trays, plus 2 two-pointers.
Beckley staying in that zone.
Harris again. 1:40 left. Harris tries the little scoop. Count it. Wow. He's been incredible.
Yeah, he scored in so many ways. Off the drive that time for the bucket.
Well, as Redford was going down strong to the hoop, he draws the foul.
And he'll get to the line. And like I said earlier, Bill, that's where Redfern has been money. He's made 25 of 27 from the free throw line, a whopping 92%. And Redfern will be at the line to shoot a pair.
6'3" and a junior. He scored 6 from the floor tonight. Nothing but net.
And you know, Bill, if you're Beckley, you know what you get out of Redfern. Night in and night out, you get steady play, you get 18 a game, but they're looking for someone else to help him carry the load, and they're looking for Braden Hawthorne. And Kobe Dillon has done his part to a degree, but they really got to, and I'm not like really on, just like on, whether it be Hawthorne or Walton, but they got to find a third wheel, so to speak, to be able to help Redfern in scoring.
No doubt about it. So the Flying Eagles stay within shouting distance, down by 6. By the way, that last personal foul was against Crawford, his second for the Highlanders. In the middle, a 30-footer is good by Motley, his 3rd tray.
Beckley stayed in his zone 3 possessions, and it didn't matter. Huntington just dials up the 3 ball right over top of the zone.
9-point lead, their longest. Here's Walton, shot blocked. Huntington coming. There's something. Do a double team. Harris has it. Dillon is on him. Harris moves in. Off balance shot, partially deflected. They'll try a 3-ball and count it. That's Mikey Johnson.
Wow, they're on fire from downtown.
That's 8 long balls completed.
Biggest lead of the game right here.
Zion with a runner in the lane. He rattles it home. Zion Hawthorne for the second time gets in the scorebook. It's a 10-point game.
Probably Huntington going to hold the ball for the final shot of the half, so they feel at least on the road they'll go into the locker room with a double-digit lead.
Dwayne Harris, who has scored 18 points of his team's 39. Just yo-yoing the ball, waiting for the clock to get in his favor. 8 seconds now. They'll try a long bomb. That's no good, and Beckley's got it. 3 seconds left. And we got an out-of-bounds play at the buzzer. So we have played an up-and-down first half under the dome at the Dave Barksdale court. By the way, Coach Barksdale is in attendance tonight. Had a chance to chat with him, and we'll tell you about that. And we'll recap the first half. After one half, it's Huntington 39, Woodrow Wilson 29. Back after these messages on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Commercial vehicle collisions are no accident. Trucking companies must comply with state and federal mandatory regulations. Careless mistakes and greed can lead to devastating consequences. There's an army of injustice facing you. Insurance companies, claims adjusters, all working full-time to deny you compensation. We will stand up and fight for you, and that's our commitment. We are your advocates. Call New Taylor and Associates for excellence in advocacy.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you considering medical school? Students just like you have been drawn to the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine, the state's largest medical school, right here in Lewisburg, West Virginia. Using the latest technologies, they immerse themselves in our hands-on, patient-centered, evidence-based approach to medicine. Then they go to meet the growing healthcare needs in communities like yours, here and across the nation. For more information and how to apply to WVSOM, contact our admissions department today.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Well, if you're looking at the middle of your picture, you can see the president of New River Community and Technical College, Dr. Bonnie Copenhaver. She is helping to boomerang some New River T-shirts into the crowd. And before that, tournament director Mike Green had been doing that. Maris, how come we don't get one?
Well, I'll tell you what, I did get one because at halftime of the Beckley girls game, and I've done so many games I can't even remember who they played, but the other day I had Dr. Copenhagen on in halftime. Beckley played a girls game. Who was the first team that they – Huntington. The Huntington girls game, I had her on at halftime, and I did get a New River Community and Technical College T-shirt, a white
Fantastic.
one in royal blue. How about that?
And we thank New River because they have just done a great job in handling this tournament. You know, years ago, I guess this was the Colt Classic, and it became, you know, it's several different names, but here to have all of these teams in one place on this floor for a week, you know, they are to be congratulated.
Well, they should. And, Bill, when it started, it was a one-day event in 2019. It was only one day, and it has grown now to the last 2 years of a full week. And as you said earlier in the broadcast, 20 games this week, and this is my 11th game of the 20 in this event.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you still have your voice. We're going to let you go over some stats.
Well, as we take a look at the numbers of the first half, we'll look team-wise. Huntington was 15 of 28 from the floor, and Beckley was 13 of 25 from the floor. So Huntington made 2 more field goals and had 3 more field goal attempts. From downtown, Huntington, they really lit it up. 9 of 17 from downtown. Beckley came into the game shooting 30% from distance, but made only 1 3-ball, 1 of 8. At the line, Huntington only got there once. They didn't make it. Beckley got there 3 times, making 2. Beckley turned the ball over 7 times. Huntington only 3 times. Both teams shooting the ball well, but Huntington, boy, they've had a really 1-2 punch, and really it was Harris who really led the way, Bill.
Dwayne Harris has hit 4 long balls, 3 2-pointers. He missed his only foul shot, the only one that Huntington has taken, as Maris told you. So Harris with 18 total points. Jalen Motley has hit 3 from downtown plus a 2-pointer, so Motley has 11 points. Mikey Johnson has 7. Avante Crawford with 3. And Lockow normally will get you double figures, but he did not score. And Jamari Tubbs started the game, and he didn't score either. So Huntington mostly from Harris with 18, helped out by Motley with 11. For the Beckley team, they've spread the wealth just a bit. Elijah Redfern with 8 points leads the way. 6 points for Braden Hawthorne. 3 points for Kellen Hepperman. He hit the first basket of the night. 6 for Jalen Walton. 2 for Kobe Dillon. And 4 for Zion Hawthorne. Again, 8 from Redfern, leading the way for Beckley's individual scoring.
And for Huntington, their top 2 guys, as you mentioned, Harris with 18 and Motley with 11, they took, between them, they each took 10 shots apiece in that first half. They took 20, the team's 28. And how about Harris? He was 7 of 10 from the floor in that first half.
Oh, he's been just red hot. So, you know, in the locker room, Coach Ron Kidd is telling the troops, hey, we're going to have to collapse on him. We'll be back and we'll recap the rest of the scores from today. But first, let's take a break on Video Productions.
Shopping pre-owned? Know this. Mountaineer Ford Pre-Owned and Mountaineer Crab Orchard have over 400 pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of 4-wheel drive trucks, all-wheel drive SUVs, and luxury sedans. Mountaineer has the vehicle you want at a price you want to pay. Credit approval is easy, and most vehicles come with a balance of a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So shop Mountaineer's 2 great locations, Mountaineer Ford Pre-Owned and Mountaineer Crab Orchard, or shop them online at mountaineerautos.com. That's mountaineerautos.com.
Hey, Dark Roast drinkers, it's Dunkin', the place you didn't think was for you. Well, meet the side of Dunkin' you haven't seen. The darkest, roastiest side we've ever had. Pretty good dark voice, huh? Dunkin' Midnight, America runs on Dunkin'.
Are you looking for ways to individualize your student-athlete's education? Over 200 students are now participating in WVSSAC programs across the state without being enrolled in full-time school. Parents and grandparents are finding freedom in choosing to homeschool without having to sacrifice the amazing benefits of youth athletics. Learn more at WVFUE.org or find us on Facebook at West Virginia Families United for Education.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. Or your night. And while we'd like to bounce back like nothing happened, we all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care without compromising quality. Our experienced clinicians are here when and where you need us, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. So next time life pushes you over the edge, we're here for you. Learn more today.
And we're just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half in this game. Huntington leads by 10 over Woodrow. We had a bunch of games earlier today on this floor, and Maris Lowry's going to tell you about them.
Thank you very much, Bill. The first 2 games were girls' games. It was Spring Valley over University, 60-58. In the girls' game, Wheeling Park beat Beckley 63-53. Then we moved to boys' action, and it was Oak Hill over Wyoming East, 42-36. Princeton down Capital, 93-45. James Monroe, a 71-59 winner over Webster County. And now we're just a halfway, Bill, from bringing the curtain down on the 2023 New River CTC Invitational.
By the way, Maris, speaking of scores, you mentioned earlier Shady Spring won their game in Bluefield, actually at the Brush Fork Armory against Bluefield, a very good Bluefield team, but Shady Spring has been playing much, much better ball since they've come back from Florida, and we'll have a chance to do that game. Coach Bob Boland and I are scheduled for Tuesday at Shady Spring, and so we'll have that game, I'm thinking 10 minutes until 7. I don't have all the details. Anyway, we'll be there Tuesday.
That should be a great game. Shady won that game, by the way, 48-34 in Blue Brush Fork, as you mentioned. Shady, of course, beat James Monroe in a tough game last night in this event. And, of course, while you and Bob will be doing the Shady game Tuesday, Eric Thomas will join me Tuesday for a girls game, Capital and Beckley. And then next Friday, a girls game, Greenbrier East and Beckley over at the gym in Beckley.
You know, I was talking to the Godfather of Video Productions, Butch Mounts. He said Video Productions has done 10 games today plus 10 other youth games. So, I mean, gosh, they're everywhere, and we're ready to go for the third quarter here. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien, with Maris Lowry. How many times did we say that over the years on radio on the Big Dog? All right, Woodrow with it. Need to make up 10. Redfern, he's the quarterback of the team, and he's got it now. Dillon will shoot from long range, and it's short. Beckley keeps it. A 3 ball now from Redfern. Count it. So he connects, and Beckley is back in the game, down by only 7.
Yeah, it was a really big possession. Hit that 3 on the first offensive possession of the second half.
Here's Motley. Gets it over to Harris. He's been the dangerous man, has 18 points. Now they'll try high post. Johnson. Just off the iron. Woodrow's got it. So let's see if Beckley can continue to chip down that lead. Redfern, Hawthorne, Dillon. And across the court it comes. Hefferman. He's new to those of you watching. Oh, what a pass. And the lay-in is good by Braden Hawthorne.
Great job by Beckley as they got Huntington in their zone to spread them out. Braden Hawthorne able to backdoor the zone, catch, shoot, and score, and cut the lead in half. A quick 5-0 run.
Huntington's longest lead in the second quarter was 12, but now it's not much. Oh, what a block.
And you know, Bill, what's funny about it, Beckley started the game on a 5-0 run. Now they start the second half on a 5-0 run as we watch the replay as Hawthorne gets behind the zone.
8 points for Braden Hawthorne, and Harris will trigger in for the Highlanders. Looking. He better get it in. Just does. Almost stolen. Mikey Johnson gets it back out to the guards. Here's Motley. Lockow. And from three-point land, it's no good by Motley. Beckley with it. Eagles down by 5. Dillon sees room, and he sees the bottom of the net. Kobe Dillon, and the Eagles are back within a pair of points.
Well, come out of the locker room, an 8-0 run through the first 2 minutes of the second half, and Huntington wants a 30-second timeout.
So Coach Ty Holmes says, hey, I've seen enough. By the way, if you're just tuning in, you're figuring, hey, this game ought to be about over. Well, Huntington got here late. Their bus broke down just as they were leaving Huntington, and Coach Holmes told me, he said, we had to get a new bus. He said, I used to be a bus driver. He said, but I couldn't fix that bus. But they got here, and they only started about 10 minutes late.
Well, you know, Bill, that's when you got like 1,000 forks and all you need is a spoon, right? That's how that is we watched that last replay of Kobe Dillon with a splashdown, a 3-ball.
By the way, we are courtside here at the Dave Barksdale Court and had a chance to talk to Dave Barksdale. And I tell you what, it was a pleasure talking with him. Very personable.
Yeah, I had a nice chat with him just like you did, and, of course, it was good to see Coach Barksdale. Glad to see him make it back out to the games.
And he told me, he said, you know, all those years you and I worked together, he said so many great memories. All those championships, 5 as the head coach, plus 1 as the starting point guard. Blocked that time by Hawthorne, picked up by Lockow, and there's a Beckley foul.
Yeah, they're going to get Walton on the foul, and that'll get Huntington to the free throw line. As we watch the replay, it's a great block by Hawthorne, and then there's a foul by Walton.
So the Flying Eagles have clawed back in this one. Huntington trying to get on the board for the first time in this half, and they're not going to do it.
Yeah, this is only the second foul shot that Huntington has taken in the game. Coming up, this will be only the third. They've missed their previous 2. Lockow at the free throw line, like I said, he was the best quarterback I saw all year in the high school season.
He's a 67% foul shooter, but he missed them both. Normally, he'll get you near double figures points. He got 14 last night in their loss, 74-70 against Greenbrier East. And a whistle stopping the action.
Foul on Huntington as we watch the replay. Just so hard to stay in front of Redfern. He's got that burst of speed right off the dribble, and a blocking foul against Huntington. Beckley has the ball side out.
That was Motley's first foul. Eagles with Hefferman. Redfern. Dillon. In the weave. Almost over to us. Redfern keeps it. 5:20 left, third quarter. Redfern fade away from the baseline, and that wouldn't go down for him. Harris catches up to the pass. He's going to try to move in. Dillon is on him, gets around him, and there's a whistle, and I think the foul before the shot.
You're right, Bill. Foul was on the drive. So it'll be, as we watch the replay here, look at that little stop. And like he's coming back out and turns it back in, and right there Dillon reaches in to commit the foul.
68% foul shooter, but no, he's not going to shoot fouls. And it comes to Motley, and he's got it. He's in double figures with 13. 41-37, 4-point lead for the visitors from Cabell County. Under to Walton. Looked like he didn't expect that pass, and he couldn't hang on.
Right, so Beckley turns it over.
That's 8 mistakes. Huntington with only 3. So the Highlanders, 6-1. They played 2 teams from Ohio, 2 from Kentucky. And they want to get some prestige here by beating Beckley on their home floor, and there's a charge.
Yeah, really good defense the way Beckley pinches in. We'll see on the replay. Good job there by Kobe Dillon pinching in to take that charge.
Dillon has really stepped things up defensively for the Flying Eagles.
You know, I was here last night. Huntington had a 17-point lead on Greenbrier East, and he's come roaring back and beat them 74-70 last night to give Huntington their first and only loss of the year.
Well, I flipped on the radio to catch some of that game, and I said, hey, this game is out of control, so I tuned away. Should never do that.
And nowadays, Bill, you don't have to listen to the radio. You can watch video production.
Hey, I can barely start my own car, you know. I just show up here, and technical wizards like Brian Shepard and the heavy hitter, they know what to do. Inbounds play, Woodrow. Hawthorne will trigger it in. Easy for me to say. Middle of the third quarter almost. Walton. Back to the guards. Zion Hawthorne just off the back brace on a runner. And Lockow with it. Around the horn they go. Tubbs. Lockow. Mikey Johnson. Lockow from 3. Nope. Hawthorne rebounding for Woodrow. Flying Eagles were down by 12. They got within 2, and now they're down by 4. Isaiah in the weave. Now Dillon. Nice pass. From the baseline, it spins out by Hawthorne. Normally he makes that little 8-footer. Motley. Downtown shot, no, but Johnson's got it. Harris fires a 3.
Well, Bill, he shoots that with confidence. I knew that ball was going in the minute he left his hand, and like I said, very confident player as he knocks down the 3 ball.
Dwayne Harris with 21. Dillon can't get his long ball to fall, and so Huntington now up by 7 with the basketball. An outside jumper, count it. That's Tubbs scoring for the first time, the 6-foot sophomore. And all of a sudden, it's back to a 10-point lead.
That's right, Bill. A minute ago, Beckley had cut the lead to 2, now back to 10, and Beckley calls a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Video Productions.
Are you considering medical school? Students just like you have been drawn to the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine, the state's largest medical school, right here in Lewisburg, West Virginia. Using the latest technologies, they immerse themselves in our hands-on, patient-centered, evidence-based approach to medicine. Then they go to meet the growing healthcare needs in communities like yours, here and across the nation. For more information and how to apply to WVSOM, contact our admissions department today.
Coach Bob Bolin is not with us tonight. He did the Marshall game in Huntington, and so happy to say that Maris Lowry is my partner. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien, and for 21 years, Maris and I did the deal, and we're doing it again.
Well, Bill, you know, you did 43 years of Beckley basketball. I did 31. We got 74 years of Beckley basketball experience sitting in these two chairs right here.
And when I woke up this morning, it felt like it, I'll tell you. Here's one from short range. Count it for Zion Hawthorne. His third bucket, and Beckley is back within single digits. All right, Harris, he has been nothing but fantastic. 21 points, including 5 long balls tonight. Watch Harris. Dishes and gets it back. Now he'll make his move. He leans in, banks it in. What a shot.
Well, they were setting a ball screen for him, and he went the other direction, lost it, and still scored.
23 points for him. Ball goes to Woodrow, down by 10 as we approach 2 minutes left in the third.
Hey, Bill, I call that living right. When everything's going for you like that, you must be doing something right, living right and able to work out on that bucket for Huntington.
Well, he was something, Dwayne Harris. Eagles do not have an answer for him tonight.
Well, they haven't so far.
Dillon to the corner. Hawthorne is loose off the back iron. And here comes Mikey Johnson leading the fast break. And he has his pocket picked. Woodrow coming the other way. And going the other way. Back and forth they go. From 3. Off the iron, no good by Tubbs. And a foul is going to be called. Boy, back and forth they went.
It's going to be a foul on Huntington as when Walton got the rebound, when they knocked the ball free, they committed the fouls. We watched the replay. Walton skies high for it, and then there's the reach in. So it'll be Beckley's ball.
That's the second foul on Lockow. Nobody in foul trouble on either side.
Yeah, and Bill, I think it'll be important. Very big possession for Beckley if they can be within single digits going into the fourth quarter.
All right, here's Redfern. He's been bottled up. Little hop step. In close to Walton. Missed the point blank shot. And Huntington's Lockow with it.
Yeah, Walton had great position. He just couldn't finish the play.
Mm-hmm. That was a tough miss. Motley with it. They're in no hurry. Huntington led at the end of the first quarter, 17-11. They had a 10-point halftime lead. That shot no good, but that's Montez Tubbs with it now, wearing number 11. That one's way off the mark. And it's out to Woodrow.
Yeah, I think that last shot by Tubbs, I don't think it was a very good shot for Huntington. You know, they got by with it on the first, I don't think a very good shot. Thought maybe they'd run a little bit more clock and maybe try to at least come up with something a little better. So let's see what Beckley does on this possession.
Redfern with it. Less than a minute to go. Down by 10 are the Flying Eagles. 3-3 record.
Got a foul away from the ball. It's going to be a Huntington foul on a hold. As we watch the replay right there. You see Motley reached out and grabbed Z Hawthorne as Z makes his way to the basket.
That's the third personal on Jalen Motley.
So they're going to get him out of the game. Yeah. And with 48 seconds left in the third.
Inbounds play Woodrow. Hawthorne out deep. Redfern makes his move, and he's pushed.
Yeah, and that's an easy play to call. You put your hands on the guy taking you off the dribble, they're going to call that foul every time. So that'll be an out-of-bounds play for Beckley, side out. And that will be the 5th team foul on the Highlanders.
Braden Hawthorne triggers in. There's a pass in close. And a shot going in by Braden Hawthorne. He's got 10.
Yeah, nice fall away. I would think Huntington now in the final 30 seconds, Bill, will hold it for the final shot of the third.
Well, the Eagles are down by single digits. As you mentioned earlier, Maris, that was an important basket, and now Woodrow's going to have to play sterling defense.
Exactly right. This is a big defensive possession for the Flying Eagles.
Dwayne Harris is who they want to have it. He scored 23 points so far. Taking his time, now 11 seconds left. Here he comes. He wanted to do the step back 3. Instead, Montez passes it off. Lockow leans in. No good. Followed up at the buzzer, and it's good. Mikey Johnson scores on a big basket, and the buzzer beater makes it 51-41 Huntington. We'll be back in 60 seconds to give you the last quarter on Video Productions.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar Stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar Stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Are you looking for ways to individualize your student-athlete's education? Over 200 students are now participating in WVSSAC programs across the state without being enrolled in full-time school. Parents and grandparents are finding freedom in choosing to homeschool without having to sacrifice the amazing benefits of youth athletics. Learn more at WVFUE.org or find us on Facebook at West Virginia Families United for Education.
Well, Coach Ron Kidd had surgery yesterday. He is back today. He's in a wheelchair. He's got a cast on, but he is here to coach his team. And let's see what he can do for the last 8 minutes of the ball game. Beckley down by 10. Here's Maris Lowry.
Well, Bill, Beckley was down 8 at the quarter. They were down 10 at the break. They're down 10 now. And Huntington will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. And I do believe Beckley's got a run in them, and we've seen that even in the games they've lost. They're 3-3. Even in all 3 games, Beckley, when they've gotten behind, they have put a run together.
All right, with the ball is Montez Tubbs. Tubbs gets it. How do you like those shoes?
I do like them.
Long bomb off the iron, no good, and Walton skies high for the rebound. Here's Woodrow trying to cut to that lead right now. Dillon has room. Off-balance shot, and he rolls it in.
That's Kobe Dillon's second two-pointer of the season.
Actually, third.
I beg your pardon. I sure don't want to cut him short on that, but he's been excellent from downtown.
You got that. Nice steal. Eagles on the fast break, layup, good. Walton scores, and Beckley's making the comeback, down by only 6.
This could be the run I'm talking about. For Beckley to come back, they got to do it on the defensive end. Defense turning it over into offense for the easy bucket.
Montez Tubbs with it. 5'8" senior, averages 2.5 per game in limited play. And now Harris. He's got 25 points tonight. Harris makes his move. Circus layup, draws the foul.
Yeah, that was a great ball screen, and we'll watch the replay here, Bill. Once the ball screen is made and he turns the corner, he gets right to the basket, and really, you've got to foul him. You can't give up that easy layup, and you got to make him earn it at the free throw line, where Huntington is yet to make a free throw tonight.
Well, you're right. They're 0 for 3 as a team, including 0 for 1 by Harris. He's made 5 threes, but he's missed his only foul shooting chance. And that one's good. 68% free thrower, averaging 18.7 per game. And the lead is 7. He makes them both. And so now the Flying Eagles with their work cut out for them. Wow, look at Isaiah go.
Wow.
Elijah Redfern gliding down the lane to score.
Yeah, coast to coast and all the way to the front of the rim to lay it in.
3 ball, no. Rebound Beckley. That's Redfern with it. Up the floor to Walton. To Dillon. Laying good. And the Flying Eagles down by 4 and a timeout, Huntington. Well, we've got 6.5 to play in the ball game, and the Flying Eagles are making a comeback, and we'll come back after this on Video Productions.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
One of our streaming partners is Community Connections, Raleigh County Prevention and Coalition, as their mission is to facilitate community partnerships and increase capacity for substance abuse education.
Ready to go now from the Dave Barksdale Court under the dome at the Armory in Beckley. And here we go with Harris. Harris has been so dangerous all night long. He passes it off and gets it back. Harris again gets it to Motley. Lockow dishes it off, reverse layup, counted. Whoa, a nice play by Mikey Johnson.
Yeah, and that was a nice pass by Lockow to Johnson, and Johnson a reverse layup for the bucket.
6-point game. Eagles need 6. Maybe they can get half of it here. Hawthorne. Fade away, got it. Nice shot. Braden Hawthorne, he's got 12.
Yeah, it was a tough shot, a fall away from 15.
See what the Highlanders answer. That one's missed. Follow Johnson. Follow again Johnson, and he's got it. Mikey Johnson would not be denied.
Well, that time he just shot it till he made it.
Yeah. Hawthorne. Braden working the wing. Redfern now. He sees room, goes in for a runner, and he's got it. Elijah Redfern, he's starting to get hot, and Beckley back within 4. 5 minutes to play in the game in regulation. Motley. Lockout gets it back out to the guards. Motley with it. And now Johnson. Blocked. Woodrow with it. The Flying Eagles make things happen. And trip from behind, that's Harris.
Yeah, that's incidental contact, but nevertheless, it is a foul as we watch this last drive by Elijah Redfern off the deck, right to the front of the rim, gets the ball to roll in, and Beckley now down 4 with an opportunity to cut the lead to 2 or perhaps 1 if they can hit a 3 ball.
4:44 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a lot of possessions left in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the foul right there. You can see Harris getting tripped up and tripping up. They're going to wipe off some perspiration where Redfern hit the deck right there.
Braden Hawthorne, not only does he score, but he's also mopping up the floor.
Here's that last play. Right to the play before that, rather.
That was Redfern, yeah.
There's that beautiful pass from Walton to Kobe Dillon on a nice finish right of the lane.
Here we go. Into Walton. Big guy outside. Sets a pick. Runner, Zion, blocked, and he is fouled. He'll get 2.
That was a nice job as we watch on the replay. Z Hawthorne, a lot of contact as he came off that pick, got into the center of the lane, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
6-foot freshman, he scored 6 points tonight. His first shooting chance at the line, and short.
So Huntington picking up their 17th foul. That means every foul by Huntington will put Beckley at the line the rest of the way.
So Hawthorne makes 1 of 2. And the Flying Eagles are down by only 3.
Yeah, 1 possession game.
Here's Motley. Mikey Johnson. Watch out. He tried to get through a double team and thought better of it. Now Harris shooting from the head of the lane. Count it again.
What a play. Great ball screen, and what a big shot that was by Harris.
27 points for Dwayne Harris. 5-point lead for the Highlanders. Ball knocked away, but Redfern picks it up, back and across.
And that's the right call. He dribbled it off his foot. Beckley turns it over.
11 turnovers against Woodrow. Much better than the other night. Motley will inbound to Harris. Nobody's been able to stop him tonight. He gets around a double team, puts it up, draws the foul.
Yeah, you know, the thing about that, Bill, he was like walking it up, and the next thing is you watch the replays, we watch the end of that. He was walking it up, and then like he put it into another gear and got right to the rim and draws the foul.
Oh, he sure did, Maris. That's exactly what happened.
And, Bill, that's the fourth personal foul on Elijah Redfern with just a tick under 4 minutes, and there's a timeout on the floor, a full timeout.
So with a timeout, we'll take it with them on Video Productions.
Hey, Dark Roast drinkers, it's Dunkin', the place you didn't think was for you. Well, meet the side of Dunkin' you haven't seen. The darkest, roastiest side we've ever had. Pretty good dark voice, huh? Dunkin' Midnight, America runs on Dunkin'.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Bill, we watch that replay right here. As you can see, Harris just like walking, like he's taking a stroll in the park in Huntington, and next thing you know, he goes hard to the basket, draws the foul.
Yeah, like going down Ritter Park. But I tell you what, he just sort of lulled the defenders to sleep and then turned on the afterburners. And Harris to the line now where he has made 2 out of 3. 27 points. Dwayne Harris, 5'11 junior, one of the better ball players we have seen this season. 2 shots coming. Yep.
Well, you know, Bill, as they say, sometimes it's not how many free throws you make, but when you make them. And Huntington didn't make any in the first half, but they've been money here in the second half coming down the stretch.
And this is the guy who normally you count on, and he makes them both. So the lead is now 7. 4 minutes left. Eagles in underneath. Walton scores. Super pass from Redfern. And that's 10 points for Jalen Walton. Back to 5. 5-point lead for the Highlanders. Here's Harris. Picked up by Hawthorne. From the wing. 4-3. Count it again. Number 3, Motley hits his 4th long ball. Wow.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they're bringing rain the way they're hitting these 3 balls.
Dillon's got it. They shut him off. Gets it back. Fires a long one. Yes.
But you know, Bill, if you're Beckley, you can't keep trading threes. If you're Beckley approaching almost 3 minutes left in the game, they got to get stops.
Yeah. Defense is going to have to work. Harris says, let me have it. Short, but he gets it back. And it's blocked again. What a play. Fast break. Hawthorne lay-in. Wow. I want to see that defense again when we get a break.
1 possession game, and Beckley's able to do it on the defensive end. Start with the block. You get a block on one end and lay up on the other.
Maris, after decades of you and me doing Beckley basketball, how many times have we said that?
Right. And now an illegal pick as we watch the replay here. And now Beckley will have a chance to get within 1 or perhaps tie with the 3 ball. As you can see, Lockgal easily stuck out his leg to try to pick Z. Hawthorne.
Here we go. Elijah Redfern. Eagles are double low post. Hawthorne with it. One brother to another. Redfern. And around the horn. Zion to his brother and back again. We're approaching 2 minutes left in the ball game's regulation.
And this is a big possession. Beckley does not need to be in any hurry.
Give and go. Walton puts it up, puts it in. Wow. 12 for Walton. It's a 1-point game.
7-0 Beckley run.
And a foul is going to be called on the Eagles.
And that's not bad because Beckley's got foul to give as we watch that last play, that rejection. But down on this end right there, that's only the 4th team foul. So Beckley's got 2 more fouls to give. That was not a bad foul.
First foul on Zion Hawthorne. Ball knocked away. Oh, boy, Walton took a shot in the face with the ball. 3-ball, no good. And it's out to Woodrow. Well, the crowd behind us, Maris, when we were in last commercial break, you mentioned the crowd was not in it. They are now.
Yeah, that was Crawford's first shot attempt. And that wasn't even close. And now Beckley was down 8 a minute ago. They run a 7-0 run, have a chance to take the lead on this possession.
Elijah Redfern. Hawthorne. Back out to Elijah. Whoops, bad pass.
Yeah, boy, turnover. And, on that play, they thought it was going to be jam, and it ended up jelly.
Yeah. Or worse.
Yeah, rotten jelly.
That was a big mistake, but still 1:33 left in the ball game.
Right, and they have a foul to give.
All right, here's Harris. He has been dynamite tonight. His teammates have spread the floor just a bit.
Yeah, and if you're Huntington, that's probably what you want to do. Make Beckley come out and guard you, have driving lanes to the basket.
Ty Holmes, the head man for the Highlanders, he's done a great job as the head coach. And here's Harris. Shot is blocked. Back up and in by Mikey Judson. Whoa.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to have a goaltending call, but that wasn't the case. As we watch it, Hawthorne pins it on the glass. Let's see. That is not a goaltending call. Good non-call by the official. Huntington able for the putback for a 3-point lead.
These referees have done a nice job tonight.
Yeah, they've been great.
Walton, bad pass, interception.
Yeah, last 2 possessions, Beckley's turned it over. Now I think if you're Beckley, you got to foul.
Yep.
Because you got to foul twice to get Huntington to the line.
3-point game. 40 seconds left.
Yeah, they got a foul, Bill. Beckley's got a foul.
Going to play keep away. Motley is fouled by Dillon.
And now now you're going to try to get the steal, but if you don't get the steal, you got to foul again. But Beckley let almost 20 seconds run off the clock there before they fouled.
Huntington has led this, since the first couple of minutes. Beckley scored the first 5 points of the night, then Huntington got rolling. And in fact, had a 10-point lead at the half. They had a 12-point lead before Beckley started rolling. Eagles got within 1, but now we got a timeout late in the game. Let's take a timeout on Video Productions.
Commercial vehicle collisions are no accident. Trucking companies must comply with state and federal mandatory regulations. Careless mistakes and greed can lead to devastating consequences. There's an army of injustice facing you. Insurance companies, claims adjusters, all working full-time to deny you compensation. We will stand up and fight for you, and that's our commitment. We are your advocates. Call New Taylor and Associates for excellence in advocacy.
The power of 3. Greenbrier Chevrolet, Greenbrier Motor Company, and Greenbrier Ford. 3 dealerships who pay the most for your trade. I'm talking up to 33% over what other dealerships will offer and way more than you'll get if you try to sell it yourself. In fact, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. So not only are the Greenbrier dealerships the best place to buy a car, they're also the best place to sell your car. So get to the Greenbrier dealerships in Lewisburg today and convert that car to cash.
We thank our producer-director tonight, Brian Shepard, for an outstanding job. Butch Mounts, the godfather of video productions, is here. I'm Bill O'Brien, and here's Maris Lowry.
Well, Bill, Huntington inbounds the ball. It's a 3-point game. Beckley's got to commit a foul right away.
Here's Harris. Harris with 29 with the ball right now.
They need to foul.
Z is on him. Harris dribbles the ball on the sideline. Beckley's got it with 29 seconds, down by 3.
Yeah, and what Beckley had to do, which was smart by Coach Kidd, had to take Elijah Redfern out because he's got 4 fouls, put him back in for offense. Now, if you're Beckley, you don't need a 3. I think they need to take the best shot available, but it does not need to be a 3.
Redfern has had another great game. Let's see if he has more in the tank. Here he comes. Layup, yes.
Yeah, if you can get a quick 2, that's the thing to do. Call a timeout and maybe try to get another steal or put Huntington at the line.
We're going to stay here and just let you know that Beckley has 4 in double figures. Dillon, Redfern, Braden Hawthorne, and Jalen Walton. And Zion Hawthorne almost in double figures with 9.
And as we're giving you this set, here's a couple of highlights. But Beckley scored the first 5 of the game. They haven't led since then. And right here with 16.4, you're going to put full court pressure for your Beckley. If you don't get the steal, then you got a foul. But like I said, Beckley did not need a 3. They were very patient, and they got an easy 2 with Redfern with the finish left of the lane.
Well, with 20 games this week, the New River Community and Technical College Invitational, this is a great way to end it. Everybody has just performed beautifully. We thank Mike Green, the tournament director, and New River CTC. Ready to go. 16.4 seconds remaining in regulation. And Lockow trying to inbound, and he does.
Got a foul.
Harris, not sure he's the one you want to foul. He's got 29 points.
But, Bill, I don't think Beckley really had a choice. With 13.5, if you didn't foul him, he could have maybe ran out the time or ran it down too far. So even if he makes both of them, you still got a shot. But I think if I'm Beckley, I don't think no matter what he does, makes them both, makes one, or doesn't make any, I don't think I would call a timeout and let Huntington set up. I think I would get it and go.
He's made 4 or 5 foul shooting. And it's good. Money ball for him, 30 points. By the way, Kobe Dillon was whistled for his 4th foul for Woodrow.
Here's the big one.
Here we go.
And no matter what he does, if you're Beckley, I think you want to get it and go. Don't call a timeout.
Harris, yep. After he missed his first one, he's made his last 6 in a row from the line. And Beckley will call a timeout with 9.3, down by 3. And we're waiting to see this at 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. And Marisol, if you're Woodrow, and by the way, Ron Kidd is here, even though he had surgery on his Achilles yesterday, he's calling the shots.
Well, if you're Huntington, and I'm not sure, you probably don't want to foul. There's 2 ways to look at it. If you do foul, you put Beckley at the line. What you don't want is have Beckley be able to hit a 3 and tie. So you got to run Beckley off the 3-point line. I think even if you gave him a quick 2, and when I said quick 2, Beckley would say if they score in 2 seconds, you still got to get it in, and you still got to make foul shots. So here's where it really comes to strategy. But Huntington can set their defense. But if you're Huntington, no way on this possession do you want to give up a 3. You want to defend the 3-point line and run them off the line. And even if you don't foul, Beckley gets a quick 2, they get a quick 2. But do not let Beckley attempt a 3-point shot here.
Braden Hawthorne standing right in front of us, ready to trigger in to Walton. Zion's got it. Redfern from 3 for the tie. No. Huntington's got it, and that's the game. Wow, the Flying Eagles made a valiant effort, but fall 3 points shy. So Huntington now advances their record to 7-1, and Woodrow falls to 3-4. Well, that's the concluding game. We'll be back, and we'll have the team and individual stats after we take a break on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Arch Beckley, a subsidiary of Arch Resources, is now accepting applications at their mine located in Eccles, West Virginia. Arch Beckley is hiring for equipment operators and preparation plant positions. Arch Beckley offers a comprehensive, highly competitive benefits package, excellent pay, and a bonus program. Submit your application in person at Arch Beckley in Eccles, West Virginia, or check the Arch job site, beckley.aimtrack.com. That's beckley.aimtrack.com. Arch Resources, an equal opportunity employer.
Commercial vehicle collisions are no accident. Trucking companies must comply with state and federal mandatory regulations. Careless mistakes and greed can lead to devastating consequences. There's an army of injustice facing you. Insurance companies, claims adjusters, all working full-time to deny you compensation. We will stand up and fight for you, and that's our commitment. We are your advocates. Call New Taylor & Associates for excellence in advocacy.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Back under the dome at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center, affectionately referred to as the Armory. We are wrapping up the final game of this 5th annual New River Community and Technical College Basketball Invitational. And the final score is Huntington 68, Woodrow Wilson 65. Maris Lowry turned into a great game.
It really did. You know, the first game of the day was a girls' game, and it ended on the final shot. And the last game of the day, and here's that's not the final sequence. I don't know if we have the final sequence, but it ended on the final shot with Beckley with a chance to tie and put the game in overtime, and Huntington found a way to pull it out. But Beckley scored the first 5 points of the game. Then Huntington came roaring back. Huntington led 17-11 at the quarter. Huntington led 39-29 at the break, 51-41 at the end of 3. Beckley got as close as 1, but they never could tie Bill or get the lead, and Beckley falls 3-point shy tonight. Here's the final sequence right here for Beckley with a chance to tie.
Eagles trying to get the 3. There goes the shot up by Redfern, and it's off the mark. He didn't have his feet set.
No, he had a good look, but you're right, Bill. He did not have his feet set as we look here with the final numbers of the ball game. And
well, you do the
I'll
team
do the
totals.
Team, and you got the individual numbers.
I got the individuals right now. And
go ahead and give the individual, then I'll do the team.
Dwayne Harris with 33 points, 11 of 17 from the floor, 5 of 7 from downtown, 33 for Dwayne Harris officially. Jalen Motley had 16, Mikey Johnson with 13, Jamari Tubbs with 3, Montez Tubbs had 3 points. For the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, 4 in double figures, led by Elijah Redfern with 17. 12 each for Kobe Dillon, Braden Hawthorne, and Jalen Walton, each with 12. 3 points for Kellen Hefferman. He scored the first basket of the night. And Zion Hawthorne had 9 points.
And, Bill, when we look at the team totals, it comes down to one thing, free throws. That's what it came down to, because when you look at the team numbers, Huntington made 25 field goals on 57 shots. Beckley made 29 field goals on 50 shots. So Beckley made 4 more field goals on 7 less shots. You look at 3 balls. Huntington made 12 3 balls out of 29 attempts. Beckley 4 of 15, but by Beckley making 4 overall field goals, it kind of evens that out. Here's the difference. Huntington made 3 more foul shots. The difference in the game, 3 points. Huntington 6 of 9 at the line. Beckley 3 of 5 at the line. Therein lies the difference. Huntington wins the game by 3, 68-65.
And I think Maris, the guard for the Highlanders, Dwayne Harris, just could not be stopped. 33 points tonight, and he led the team as the floor general, but he hit the long balls. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from downtown. He had, the foul shooting when it came at crunch time, 6 out of 7. I mean, he was great.
Did he tell you when the bus broke down, he's the one that drove it here? Did he tell you that?
Maybe he fixed it, yeah.
Well, he fixed something, but 11 of 17 from the floor, 5 of 7 downtown, and as you mentioned, Bill, 6 of 7 from the line. He was money when he needed to be.
Well, that takes care of business here. We thank everybody at the New River Community and Technical College Invitational. It's been fun to work it. Maris, I know you did a bunch of games, and Brian Shepard did more than a bunch, 17 out of 20 as our technical director. So we thank him for another terrific job. We've got so much more coming up. Bob will be joining me at Shady Spring. We'll be broadcasting on Tuesday from Shady Spring. And so I'll see you then.
Yeah, well, Tuesday, you'll see Bob Tuesday. I'll be at Beckley at the high school as Capital and Beckley. Eric Thomas and I will have that. And then that's a girls' game. And a big girls' game next Friday, the big rivalry, Greenbrier East and Beckley from the high school here on Video Productions next Friday, the 13th.
Oh, there you go. That's been lucky for us. We're ready to close up shop. Again, we repeat the final, Huntington 68, Woodrow Wilson 65. From the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center, for Maris Lowry, this is Bill O'Brien saying good night, everybody.